I recently have had the pleasure of watching a bunch of different TV shows that have come out recently, like Hawkeye, Witcher, and then Matrix, and then we got Spider-Man No Way Home. So if you want to see me talk about those reviews, or if you want to see me talk about Hawkeye, which came out around the same time that The Witcher did, boop, well, this one, hit that link right up there. Yeah, it should be up there. I hope. And you can catch the other review for Witcher. But today I'm going to talk about the season 2 of The Witcher. Don't worry, no spoilers for this one. I'm going to give you some of the good, the bad, and kind of give you an idea of what to do, what to think about going into it. Now, my initial thing is, I like to give things scores and of that nature. I think Witcher was okay. I think it was okay. I think it does this kind of the same thing that Cowboy Bebop did. If you saw Cowboy Bebop, and if you can go check out my review to see what I think about that. Now, initially, that would sound bad. I just don't think it's as nearly as bad as Cowboy Bebop, right? Would I recommend Witcher? Yes, I would still kind of recommend Witcher. I was very bitter about it at first, mainly because like the plot is very hearsay. You don't really know what's going on, and if you think it's because you haven't played the video games or you haven't read the book, that's why you're confused. No. This show introduces a lot of characters and they set up people that seem important, and you could be, even people who have read the books, my wife, were very confused, and people who have played the games like me was also kind of lost, and of course the games take place as like a sequel. It's like these are where the characters have gotten to, and this is where they're going, and it's kind of fun for me to see their journey getting there. And what I really liked about the first Witcher was how cool how cool everything was, but how true everything stayed to like the mythos and to the characters. And I think we have a lot of that attributed to Henry Cavill. I hope I'm not saying. I know I'm saying that wrong, but yeah, you get what I'm saying. See, Witcher 2. The reason I say it's okay is mainly the plot points. You get lost. The characters aren't really true to themselves. They are trying to be something else, which like the writers are trying to do something new with them. In comparison, I'd compare it to like how people felt about Luke Skywalker in The Last Jedi. Like it or hate it, the writers were doing something new with Luke Skywalker, and a lot of fans disagreed with it. Now, that's kind of what you're getting similar backlash in this season as well. But on top of that, the characters are still trying to stay true to their book counterparts. So they end up instead of it coming off as like character growth, it comes off as them contradicting one another. They do some Game of Thrones weird stuff where if you look at the map of The Witcher, they actually travel up and down it a lot. And you're listening to them talk about, we're going to head here, we're going to head there, we're going to head here. And the time between it kind of doesn't make sense. At first, it's okay. But then it's like, whoa, where are you taking this? How are you getting there? Because at first, they're using magic. They're using portals and stuff like that. Like how they did in the first one, in the first season. But after that, they're just like, we got there. So that's kind of the biggest things that bothered me, where the character progression as well as the plot progression, you feel like things kind of just happen. You don't really feel like a connection between our two things. And there's a lot of moments where I'm watching the show, and then I'm like, I'm just gonna wait 30 minutes because there's gonna be a dude that is gonna give me all the exposition that I need, which happens way more than I think it needs to. There's someone that says, well, these are the events that occurred, and this is what's going on at this moment, and they're kind of just spelling out the entirety of what the story's going on. And I feel like if that's happening, then in a way, I don't know, in a meta sort of way, that the story's confusing, and that kind of stuff. I don't really like to compare a lot of two shows, but I'm going to do it anyways. Like in Game of Thrones, there's a lot of plot points happening, but it's a slow burn, and it's happening to where each character is kind of connected. In this one, you kind of got the same things happening, but none of the characters are really interconnected in a way. They're all dealing with different sources that those external sources end up not mattering which then leave you as an audience member not really attached to the whole thing. Another big gripe that I've seen people say is that the show gets off from the books, and they kind of promised us and they advertised to us that the show would stay on the books. And, at like episode 3, we diverged from there. However, there are good things. The choreographing is great. Geralt of Rivia he alone should be the reason why you're going to pick up this show and you're going to go watch this. Like, the acting is great. They did a good job with Ciri. They did a good job with most of the main cast, and the cinematography, for the most part, love it. It's fun to watch. Though there is a warning, you will be confused. If I were to give a rating, I would say maybe like a 7 or a 6. I think it's a weaker point in the series. My recommendation, I'm careful to recommend this one. If you like the first season, just know that this one, they try to go bigger, and they try to have more stuff happening in the world, and it doesn't feel as fleshed out. It doesn't feel as grounded. So just be careful with that. But yeah, tell me what your thoughts. If you watch The Witcher, let me know in the comment section down below. And we're going to move on to the next review, because there was a lot of stuff I watched this month. Until next time, play nice.